The government ensuring the economy takes shape in the right direction. Good evening, everyone. I'm LaDawn Davis. Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Hubert Minnis listing numbers on how the economy has increased and decreased over the past 5 years during his contribution to the mid-year budget debate in the lower chamber yesterday. O.T.H Minnis reports that the Prime Minister has assured Bahamians that his government will be honest in improving governance.
Minister Dr. the Honorable Hubert Minnis outlined his government's intention to further stimulate economic growth in Parliament Wednesday afternoon. He revealed that a consultant will begin work with the Bahamas Investment Authority in April for a 6-month period. He also reviewed the national economy and its impact over the last 5 years.
Over the period from 2012 to 2016, the Bahamas economy shrank from 10.7 billion to 10.2 billion, a decline of some 500 million or 4.7%. The key driver of that decline was a sharp reduction in gross fixed capital formation or investment. Over this period, it fell by over 600 million. That compromised the decline in spending on buildings and infrastructure of over 400 million, and a fall in spending on machinery and equipment of some 200 million. In contrast, total consumption expenditure grew by almost 140 million, and export rose on the order of 175 million. Imports rose by 250 million dollars, that is. These developments are especially worrisome, for it is generally acknowledged that buoyant investment is critical to stronger, sustained, long-term growth.
Prime Minister Minnis also noted that his government must focus on policy interventions to influence key economic factors that underpin the rate of potential growth, including the quantity and quality of capital. He said that as micro and small and medium-sized enterprises are a prime economic engine for job creation, government has developed a 7-pillar strategy to specifically develop these enterprises.
These pillars include, among others, creating a more enabling environment, providing direct financing with a commitment of $25 million over 5 years, and establishing the Small Business Development Center to provide business development support. As well, we have also announced a 1-year waiver on business license fees for small businesses with turnover under $100,000, that is to commence in the new fiscal year. New public procurement legislation will also provide for specific bids to be set aside solely for small Bahamian businesses.
O.T.H Minnis, ZNS Network News.
The inner city has a special place in the heart of the Prime Minister, and he has put in motion plans to spur economic growth and opportunities for residents there. On ZNS TV last evening, the Over the Hill Community Development Partnership revealed plans for the transformation for a hallowed space. Fawn Aubrey reports.
The Southern Recreation Grounds, so dear and near to many, including Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Hubert Minnis, is about to be transformed. It is a collaborative effort involving several agencies, including the Ministry of Public Works. The Prime Minister spoke about the plans in a public service announcement aired on ZNS TV on Tuesday.
The restoration project will go a long way in addressing many of the challenges faced in this community by providing a modern, high-quality, safe space for persons of all ages to interact. We will provide an enhanced environment for traditional activities to continue to take place, such as picnics, cookouts, concerts, and family gatherings, as well as a space for our young men to interact in a productive way.
Letiria Lightman said the work includes the playground, basketball court, and softball field.
New playground equipment will be installed for children and additional activity spaces, including a new and improved basketball court. In the final stages, for softball enthusiasts who have been long-time patrons of the park, the entire field will be upgraded with new lighting, new concession stands, and new bleachers and other amenities.
Hilton Boleg said the softball field leads a rebirth to inspire young people in the community.
There's a lot of youths out there who have nothing to do. I think this park is going to be inspiration to them, and I also wanted to be an inspiration to the old-timers to appreciate what is being done for them. Also, I'm looking at it, just listening to the presentation, sports tourism. We travel to Atlanta, the Old-Timers Association, every Memorial weekend to play the game of softball. I think we can now invite teams to come back down here to play on the park once it's finished. It's going to be a state of the art.
More town hall meetings will be held with stakeholders to finalize plans, which will afterwards go to tender. I am Vaughn Aubrey, ZNS Network News.